Alright. So, been trying to figure shit out, but basically it's like you need to follow your goals no matter what. Like, said it in another video, but like, life happens and you have this way of believing how the world goes. That could be through religion or through anything, through like alcohol or drugs or whatever is going to bring you happiness. And you just go take that to the farthest limit of whatever it is that you're doing. Like, it could be anything. And if it's not within yourself, it won't bring you happiness. It'll just be like, what? And eventually you'll realize that it won't, and then you get really, really depressed, but then you'll be like, what do I do now? And then your life will have no meaning. And that's when you get to restructure what you believe to bring you meaning and find out what really brings you meaning. And I think it's ultimately a goal that you need to do. Like, you need to go figure out what your life purpose is, you know what I mean? And then make art out of whatever it is you're doing. Like, if you're, I don't know, if you like painting, that's just a simple example. Like Bob Ross did that, man. He just fucking started painting and started teaching people how to paint, and it was like, what? Now he's in Bob Ross, so there's that. Or like, you know, if you're like to lift weights, you know, there's an art in that. You don't just go in and throw weights around. No, you do it in this particular way. You do it in whatever your goals are. I mean, clearly there's multiple ways to lift weights, but whatever your goals are on that, you do it, and then you like really, really focus on trying to be better. And eventually it goes from work to an expression, which is an art form. And that's how anything is. Even cooking, like, you just whip up some slop real quick, you know, real great, real good, or just go buy some Taco Bell, there's food for the family. Or you can make it into an art, and then like literally like you go to a 5-star restaurant or something, pay like how much a dish, and it gives you like a little portion all bougied up, all fucking little drizzle this, little parsley for your bitch, but pay all that money for what? Well, I mean, maybe a status symbol, maybe they say you did, but how do those motherfuckers make that much money over some bullshit? When it turned into an art form and it became an expressive means of, like, making food. That's crazy. And you can do that with anything. Like, literally, anybody, anything can fucking do that. With, like, literally almost anything. So the point what I'm trying to say is that you just gotta find something you like, find a way like to turn it into an art form, and then go for it, man. You know what I mean? You gotta do that. Otherwise, your life's gonna have no meaning. You're like, there's all been into the collective, and there'll always be collectives around because the government knows this. So then they're like, let's create collectives. So people, and I mean, they don't even have to create all collectives, but they just help push issues. And then people go, well, I better identify with that because it gives my life meaning. Because I can't figure it out myself. You know what I mean? And then they'll take that, and then people will literally die for a belief for what? Like, it's literally crazy. Like, hey, I didn't even come up with this belief. I just have all these motherfuckers. There's just like a whole thing. And then people are 75% water, right? I saw this in the shower, standing there, you know, and I have this like a little lip in my shower where like water builds up and you can put like soap and shit on there. And I'm looking at, there's like a bigger, like, drop of water about this big, right? And you got all these little ones around it. And the bigger that one gets, the little ones just go, it's like, it is the big one, and it goes, and the little one goes, and it goes in. It doesn't, the big thing doesn't go to them. It's like, what is it? It's like gravitational pull or like law of attraction or whatever it is. Like, the bigger the object, the more of an attraction it has. And we're 75% water, right? It seems to be like everybody's just longing for this means of, like, belonging, right? But I heard something say, like, you know what I mean? Like, anything good in life is like uncomfortable. It takes like, you know what I mean? It's like anything truly meaningful. It's like pain and shit. And that's why, like, you gotta figure You gotta go in a solitude, at least to some degree, and figure out your own way. Because nobody can tell you your way. Nobody. Maybe they can help you, guide you, and be like, oh, well, I see that you like to do this, well, maybe this would be a good direction for you. And then you go, and then you think about that, and maybe you go for that. But I really think that the solution is to find a way for yourself, you know what I mean? So, that's just my thoughts on it. And I know that there's a whole bunch of different beliefs, like existentialism and stoicism. But stoicism is a little different. It's just like always looking for the positive, even in the negative. There's always a reason, you know what I mean? And the thing about death, contemplate it, and realize that you're going to die one day, and the mortality of every human being, and appreciate the fact that you only have so much time, so you better get moving. You better get moving, because that's like fertilizer to a garden, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know, give your life a little bit of oomph, you can realize that. And I've been through stuff, been shot 5 times, stabbed 5 times. Both were close friends of mine, which is crazy. The one, we got into a fight, and then went out and grabbed a knife and shit. It was crazy. And then the other, we were just at a gun range, and I don't know what the fuck happened. He just turned around and shot me. But the point of it is that you just gotta, like, not let this shit hold you down. Because, like, that, if you do, like, you always have an excuse. Like, there's always an excuse not to be who you are. No matter what it is, there's, like, always an excuse not to try to be the best you can be. Always. You know what I mean? Always. You'll hear it from anybody. And it seems like the people who had it the easiest are the ones who, like, fucking literally are the ones who are like, oh my life. And it's like, you wanna know why? Because up makes down, down makes up, left makes right, and right makes left. You can't have one without the other, right? So the more shit you go through, the more suffering you go through in your life, the more you can understand what like, okay, pleasure, but not the fucking hedonistic type pleasure, but the type of pleasure that, like, gives your life meaning and what you need to, like, I don't know. But no, basically a good analogy is, okay, the deeper you go into hell, the higher you can reach into heaven. And that's what Dante's Inferno was about. You know, he went through the 7 layers of hell. Eventually he had to go through the devil's wings in order to get to heaven. There you go. That's what it's about. God damn.